Walking or driving down these streets, I'm reminded of how it all began. Every building, every path we tread today was once just an idea, a plan in someone's mind. And yet, the hardest part of any journey is always the same: taking that first step. Fear of change is something we all face. Maybe you're standing at a crossroads right now, unsure of what to do. You're questioning yourself. What if I fail? What if I make the wrong choice? But here's a truth I've learned. The real failure is staying stuck where you are, letting fear control you. Because doing nothing is also a choice. And often, it's the one that holds us back the most. Let me tell you a story about a man who spent years working a job he hated. Every day, he dreamed of opening his own bakery, but fear kept whispering in his ear, "You're not ready. It's too risky. What will people think if you fail?" And so, he stayed where he was, unhappy, but safe. Until one day, he realized something. The fear of staying the same was greater than the fear of failing. He took that first step. He rented a small space, started baking at night while still working his job, and little by little, his dream took shape. Was it easy? Number? But was it worth it? Absolutely. But fear doesn't only show up in our careers. Sometimes the hardest step is the one we take toward another person. Let me share another story. This time about a young woman I know. For years, she carried feelings for someone but was paralyzed by the thought of rejection. She would tell herself, "What if he doesn't feel the same? What if I make a fool of myself?" Her fear became a prison, keeping her from even trying. One day, after months of internal struggle, she decided she couldn't live like this anymore. She sat down with her phone, her hands shaking, her heart racing. She wrote a simple message. "Hi, I was thinking about you today. Can we talk?" It wasn't a grand confession, just a small, honest step. When she hit send, she felt like her chest might explode. The wait for his reply felt like hours, though it was only minutes. And then it came. "I'm glad you reached out. I've been wanting to talk to you too." That one message changed everything. She told me later about the fear she felt. The sweaty palms, the pounding heart. The voice in her head saying, "You're making a mistake." But she also told me about the overwhelming relief and joy that followed. Even if he hadn't felt the same way, she said, "At least I would have known. Not knowing was the worst part." This is what I want you to take away today. Fear is natural. It's your mind's way of protecting you from the unknown. But it's also a signal. It tells you that what's ahead matters. And here's the thing. The first step doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be big. It just has to be taken. Look around you. These streets, this city, were built by people who were brave enough to act, even when they were afraid. They didn't know exactly how things would turn out, but they trusted themselves enough to start. And you can do the same. So ask yourself, what's that one thing you've been holding back from? What dream or decision or conversation has been quietly waiting for you to take action? Imagine what could happen if you made that call, sent that message, or took that first step today. Here's my challenge for you. Take that step. Start small. Maybe it's writing down your goal, reaching out to someone, or even just saying out loud, "I'm ready to try." Whatever it is, don't let fear be the reason you don't live the life you want. Every journey begins with a single step. And who knows? Today might just be the day you change your life forever. What's your first step going to be? Let me know in the comments. Let's inspire each other.